strap yourselves in. Women Do Meth is about to begin. The only podcast on the internet. This is a show you won't forget. Okay.
What's up, guys? We're back. This is Women. Shut up, dude. We just started. You're our first fucking real guest, and you've already messed this shit up. So let me do my thing, and we'll get to you in like 20 seconds, okay?
Alright.
So this is Women Do Meth, episode 4. You already know what it is.
Episode fun.
That's not a pun, Sage. I'm angry. That's my character arc this episode.
Yeah, I can tell. This is our character development arc.
We're here with our guest today, Seyran.
Hey.
Cool. I thought you'd have more. Anyway, I'm David. I'm back at it again.
With these white bands.
Hey, I'm Tom.
That was the reference.
You're probably going to be
And-
using audio, Tom.
Hey, I'm Tom, and
I'm thinking of the audio.
I'm the only ASMR member of the group.
Sage still, sadly. Everyone's disappointed.
I'm Evan.
Round of applause.
Hi, I'm the only uncultured one here.
Yeah.
Evan's entourage that just hangs out in the studio.
Evan's like the Hannibal
yeah.
Buress of the show. Like, he has like a big following. Everyone loves him. Everyone else is there.
Yeah.
I feel so honored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evan's like the
You're
fan
But
favorite.
he's also the one that gets shot in the meme that we're going to make for the show.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like,
You know.
what's with that old, like, stepsister thing?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so Sage wouldn't stop talking about this before the show.
Oh, yeah.
Sage seriously has something.
I have big issues.
Okay, so
Let's
what's
get
the
right
topic?
into
Let's
the
go.
news.
Are we?
Go.
All right. I mean, I thought we were just going to talk about stepsister porn and how
Right. Yeah, and you said you have a lot of issues with
All
it.
right, I don't have a lot of issues with it, but I've thought
Daddy
about
issues.
it. I've thought about it, right? Because
He came in
Because
hard
people-
with that.
because
I
peop-
really hate this subject.
no, I don't. Okay, all I'm saying is right. Is I just have a lot of thoughts about it, you know, because you see this when you're browsing things, right? And then this thought
You
comes
see
up,
it when you're
and you're
browsing.
like, all right, you had the courtesy to put in. It's like it's like, oh, fuck my stepsister. I'll be exaggerating, but you know what I mean.
Or stepmom.
Like, or stepmom, or anything.
Or stepgrandma.
Stepdog, you know. If you're into, you know. Anyways,
Stepdaughter.
the point is like
The dog married into the family, so it's okay.
yeah, it's all G in the H.
Stepcat.
My point
Step
is,
goldfish.
Step sex doll. That's when you're good.
my point is like you had the courtesy to put it in the title, like step,
staircase.
Okay.
and maybe even the actors and actresses in the video, like they mention like, oh, step, like they say that, but like clearly you're still like idolizing and like fantasizing about like.
And do you have a problem with that?
Well, I'm just saying like I was gonna actually bring it out to everyone and say like, does that irk any of you that like it's sort of a family scenario? But it's like, oh, it's not genetic, so our
Well,
babies won't be
I
messed
wouldn't
up.
say it irks me. I don't go out of my way for it, but you know, like
You know, I
the
think
existence of it doesn't.
Doesn't pique your interest, or
it's a way for people
demotivate
to
you.
like fantasize about like those like family situations to like get off to that like porn in like a guilt-free kind of way, you know? Because like you have that fantasy and then you don't want to have it because it's like incest. And then you see the step shit and you're like, I can jack off to this.
I don't know. I don't have any fantasies. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, I'll be honest. You know, I've clicked on those videos. I think we all have.
For the plot.
But like, I'm, you know, I'm not clicking it because like there's any relate. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like,
It's just
I just want to see a giant dick fuck the shit out of some small little woman.
all right. So we know
That's-
Tom. We
that's
know
fair.
Yeah.
we know Tom's in a gigantic.
Remind you of your own relationship.
Oh no!
Does anybody actually click? Does anybody actually click on those, like, thinking, like, oh, I want some, like, stepsister porn? Or do they just say, like, oh, the thumbnail looks good, let's go?
Well, I think,
No, yeah,
I think
no.
sometimes there's a tag, so people might search through the tag.
Yeah, there's people
That-
that
then-
Oh, yeah.
it's-
Tom's mom
Yeah,
trying to
there
get
are
us to
people
wake
who
up
search
here.
for it, for sure.
Step boy.
I just realized Evan's soft.
Look,
What
It
about
looks
his
like
socks?
it says dickless.
Oh,
Alright.
he's dickless.
yeah.
Michael
So
Chiklis.
For
so
Michael-
Evan is wearing Dickies socks.
God, Guys, come on. Look out.
I know.
Dickies, we're
Well-
in the middle of this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll bring it
Come
back.
on,
All right, all right,
Dickies,
all right.
bring it back
So-
to dicks, bring it back to porn.
So then, do you,
Hey.
think, do you think the notion of like being interested in family like relatives is a bad thing? Because like
They're not relatives. Being interested in relatives is a very bad thing.
So you think there's a disconnect?
Isn't that
The
illegal?
moment you say step, there's like a disconnect.
That's illegal.
So what
There
if
is a
what if
disconnect.
what if
Yeah.
all right?
It is
What if
It
by
is not-
definition,
it is
let's-
not imaginary, Sage. There is a
no, yeah.
giant.
I'm just
genetic
playing devil's advocate here. Okay, so what about like a Drake and Josh? I don't know if they grew up when they were kids. Like, let's say you grow up when you're like little baby boy and girl sister together, brother and sister, right?
You
Some
probably
Japanese
wouldn't,
type
but
shit.
you could. And it'd
No,
be-
yeah,
Right.
no, it's your stepsister. Since like,
it'd be kind of taboo to fuck your stepsister.
but is that
Yeah.
mentally
It's
is that
fine.
okay?
So like if Josh fucked
You're-
Megan
Yeah,
in the
you're all-
series finale,
You're all, oh,
It'd
it,
it would be
I
fine.
didn't-
It'd be
it's
fine.
Drake's
It'd be
sister.
It'd be
Yeah.
kind, it'd be
Okay.
kind of weird. Like I would feel some secondary like awkwardness, but secondary embarrassment. But
Some secondary, you're about to slip your hand down your pants.
Hey,
Your
just
mom's
a quick
calling you for
question.
breakfast. You're like, I feel a little weird about this.
So it's just what should inhibit your mind from going there is just because of the fact that your offspring would be like whacked out or like
Yeah.
why it's because you're aware that it's not your genetics.
are
Like-
you saying the offspring would be fucked up if it's a step?
Well, no, I'm
Relative,
saying like
'cause
I'm
that's
saying
not
like
true.
I'm saying like why is it justified that if it's a step sister or whatever is it
You're not
is it-
related.
it's because it's like the different genetics.
Yes,
Isn't it illegal
you can
to
fuck
like?
anyone with different genetics.
Isn't it
I mean,
illegal
yeah,
to
but you
fuck
go
someone
back
who's
far
your
enough,
actual
and we're all the
Except
Adam
for
and Eve.
dudes,
No, I'm
come
just kidding.
on.
But what if they're your like stepsister? Would it still be illegal?
yes, stepsister. I don't think.
So like even if they're your relative but not directly related, it would still be illegal or no?
You
No,
can't.
I don't think it would.
Who's gonna prosecute
wouldn't.
you for fucking your stepsister?
Yeah.
No,
The
but
state.
I've seen people get arrested. I've seen people get arrested like
The long
because
arm
they-
was the.
Yeah.
yeah,
the judicial
if they
branch.
actually like
Not for having
kids
sex
with their
your
parents.
stepsister or something.
Okay.
What
It
about
doesn't make sense. Like there's no logic behind it. There's always logic. behind
Well,
things, probably.
There's logic behind
Except
like
for
the if it's
sodomy.
like your actual relative, then yeah,
Yeah,
your
that's
baby
what I'm
will
saying.
be.
That's
is
what I'm
sodomy? Yay or nay?
What?
You know, sodomy was illegal for a while.
Sodomy.
You guys trying to bring that back?
Wait, what's sodomy
I
again?
think
I should know
sodomy
this.
was always, but everyone.
What is that again? I should know this.
Oral or anal sex?
It's where you stick it in, dude.
Oh, who's gonna stop you?
No, but you
The
don't-
police are
you
gonna
don't-
break into
you
your
don't
personal
stick it in the ward's hole.
If you're a good Christian boy or girl.
Yeah, if you're a good
Because we
little.
all are, of course.
Yeah.
We're all good Christian men here.
Right.
We're
We are men of God.
I go to school, not on Sunday.
We're all part of the Lutheran Church. I was-
I read
What?
the book, the textbook.
the big book.
Daddy's book.
just
Daddy's
like
book,
just like a
yeah.
youth pastor who he's too like he's trying to be cool, so he doesn't call it the Bible. He's like, all right, kids, let's look in the big book today.
See what the big book has in store for us. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Today, the big book will be teaching you why touching your best friend Jimmy is a no go.
But
It's
your
not Adam and
stepsister's
Steve.
okay.
But your cousin's cool.
Well,
If it's your
But wait,
in the
if it-
Bible,
what-
that's fine.
What if,
In the Bible,
but if it's a gay,
In
if
the
it's
Bible,
like if it's like
sisters are
your,
fine.
if
In
you're a
the
boy.
Sage, that's a good point. In the Bible,
That's true.
sisters and shit are fine.
Oh, wait, so then,
So
so if you're a
check
boy,
there.
my stance has changed.
Aren't there like some?
if a
at some
man
point
shall
where,
lie
like,
with another man,
some,
he shall
uh,
be stoned.
some guys like two daughters fuck him
He shall
or
be
something?
high.
ooh,
$2 what?
Like there's like a guy who like has to escape his village because like some like horrible curse is being sent onto it.
I think you're
And they
talking about
escape-
Sodom and Gomorrah.
And then he turns to sand.
And then his two daughters like
It's probably Sodom.
get him drunk and then like have sex with
No,
him.
yeah, this is
Whoa.
Yeah.
to like repopulate
at
the
the
village.
at the end of Sodom and Gomorrah, that he's like an old man, and his two beautiful daughters like sedate him and then fuck the shit out
Yeah.
of him in order to repopulate because Sodom and Gomorrah gets
Are
nuked
they
by
like pegging
God.
him? Like how?
No, I mean they just ride him. You know, he's kind of
Wait.
because
how do
God,
they?
They
because
just kind
God,
of they just kind of ride him.
they're like
Evan.
in a cave, yeah.
You tie the dude's hands and
Well,
feet down and you have
he's
sex
like obliterated.
Like, are they
drunk.
both
he's like
getting
passed
along
out.
with
It's
him?
like rape. They like raped him. Yeah, no, they took turns.
They
They had to
took
they had to
turns. Oh, he was
repopulate.
drunk.
Dude, would you rape your dad?
No, would you?
in the right circumstances.
What are
What
the
is
right
that?
circumstances?
That's like
he helps you with your
I looked through-
fucking cooling bill.
I looked through 14 million
He helps you
futures.
with your English
How many of them are is it necessary for you to fuck your dad? One.
If your dad helped you with your English homework, would you fuck him?
What?
If he asked me very nicely now.
If he gave you an A+ on the paper.
If my dad's my teacher, I'm homeschooled.
Oh, my
I'm
If I was
fucking my
in
dad.
that 70s
Sage's
show,
dad was his teacher.
and my dad was Red Foreman.
Red Foreman, nice.
Hmm.
My dad was Kitty Foreman. That's her name, right?
Kitty? Is that
Kitty.
the mom?
Oh, Red.
How do you spell that?
Kitty.
That's a name.
That's a bad name.
That's just
Not a bad name.
That's
Kitty?
it's just a name.
I don't like that name.
For a guy?
For a woman.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
heard
no,
that
I don't
before.
like that. No.
Sage, I'm gonna go on the record. Fuck you.
Okay.
On the record.
This is the David is angry arc. So
I'm gonna go off the record. Fuck you.
well,
Sage,
doesn't count. Then.
That'll
Gonna
be
go
on.
sideways
That'll
to
be
the
on.
record. You're alright.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of Sage on the record?
Sage on the record.
No, what's your opinion of Sage?
Oh, my opinion of Sage? He's a good guy, dude.
No, what's your
Yeah.
opinion, Sage?
I think pretty low of him. He's not.
Fuck him.
There's a lot of shady shit, if you ask me.
What?
Yeah.
What sort of shady
Yeah,
shit
like
do you
got,
get
like,
up
a
to,
shadow
Sage?
right over there? Like, come on, what's behind that?
Devin said it all.
Pretty
he caught,
shady.
He caught me in the act. Of
Okay,
talk.
what's another? What was the other topic?
I mean,
Oh, the
Devin-
music thing. It's pretty interesting.
Well, music theory.
If like animals can like jam to music.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
let's
think
just
they
take
can
a
jam.
vote real quick. Can animals jam to music?
Animals can jam.
Animals
can janimals.
Not in the same way that humans can, but animals
Like-
can listen to music and understand a rhythm and move to it, and enjoy that.
Like,
We
can
are
animals
animals,
basically
dude.
enjoy music?
That's-
like
No,
and
but-
express.
Okay, so then what is music?
That's not okay.
You don't think
Just
we're
like
animals?
any-
No, we're animals. That's just so technical, dude.
I think.
Just
Alright.
like any sound
Okay.
that like has a rhythm to it or something.
Well, no, I think music can be described. If we're talking about what like music is, it can be
I don't
described.
think
in
I
that.
don't think animals can vibe to death grips.
I think. Well,
No.
no, I mean,
yeah, of course.
well, if it's
What I
if
mean,
it's
they-
really
they don't
intense and like
understand music,
angry.
They understand rhythm. When you go, they understand that
Yeah.
like they can see that you're doing it like
In a pattern.
rhythmically, but
Okay,
they aren't
yeah.
like, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude.
Oh man, this fucking slaps.
These are bangers.
Man,
bro.
this whips ass.
I mean, like, well, I think there's like two levels of music. I mean, there's just the very baseline, like hearing
Bro,
a
what
song
do we do all day? We just
and-
eat bananas.
and saying like,
That's
And
a
say-
stereotype.
well, like I was just saying, like, music is like can be interpreted on two levels at the same time or individually, but just like music as like just rhythmic beats and like what you're hearing and the very like surface level like
Dude,
interpretation
no,
of
it's-
sound.
no,
On a
it's
very
not, dude.
certain-
It's the same thing. Rhythm and music are the same thing.
No, what I'm saying is no, like rhythm within music. I'm just saying like in general, like I'm not talking specifically about rhythm. I'm just saying the very basic like you hear sounds from like music and whether like what emotions that gives you, whatever that may
Emotions.
be.
Okay, what emotions does that give you? Do you think a gorilla can feel those emotions? No, they can't. They cannot.
I mean,
you cannot. You're not going to argue.
Well, no,
with
what-
me, and a gorilla's like, damn, this song makes me feel like anxious.
well, no, well, let me
No,
just
but
continue.
like really simple emotions like anger or happiness.
Yeah, wait. What I was gonna say.
Okay, so let me show you.
I haven't
let me
even
show you, okay.
finished my
Okay, no, you continue. I'll figure it out while I wait.
I mean,
Because like scientifically, animals like do have like the parts of their brain that release like hormones and stuff that make you feel like happy or sad.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay. So this is a major chord. This is a minor chord. Okay, you can kind of tell, right?
Right.
Do you think a gorilla could tell? This is an augmented chord. Do you think the gorilla can tell the difference between these two sounds? No.
I think if
a
there's
human can though.
I think if there's like
I
a
thought we were talking about
tune
the
with
way
a
that they
mood.
feel them.
yeah. What?
Yeah, but that's feeling. That's feeling in music. Like literally, like that is chords. That is why you feel
okay.
things in music.
Well, like here's.
But if you put them like it, instead of comparing just like two notes, but if you have like a full song.
Yeah, if
like,
you
chorded
had
in
a
and
sequence like a tune with a
Yeah.
mood, I think the animal would react to that mood.
Sounds pretty good.
That sounds pretty happy.
No, nothing. No monkey's
Okay,
gonna
I
be
think-
like.
I think. Yeah. I think.
Well, that was like kind of upbeat for me. So
I mean,
it seemed
okay.
like happy and like.
Yeah, I
probably-
mean these are all major chords.
I mean,
So I feel like
What's what?
I
This
feel
is like
like
my
if
song.
if it maybe if
Hell
it
yeah,
went
dude.
on long enough, it would have like an impact. Like I think since they don't have like as like quick of like a thought process and like pattern sensing and stuff like as humans do, maybe they wouldn't get it right away. But if it went on long enough, they would like start to feel something after a while, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
And what I'm saying is, okay, when I say this base level of interpreting music, I'm not talking about like distinguishing chords and what moods those give you, right? What I'm saying is that there's a base level of music, and what that is hearing sounds, and primarily based off of memory. Let's say, for instance, those sounds have a meaning to you. That's what I'm saying, right?
But that's not
so. But what?
That's not like that doesn't have meaning to you by itself.
Yeah, on its own, it doesn't.
Yeah, the patterns do. The patterns are what the monkeys and shit are recognizing, and that's why like you can have the gifs of the dogs like bouncing their ass to some song because it's the rhythm. It's the.
Oh, you actually procked a key. You're procking keys.
Yeah,
Oh shit, dude.
You know what I mean? It's the rhythm. It's the tempo.
I totally understand where you're coming from.
It's not music, because music is emotional. Music is a storytelling. It's human. It's literally human by itself. It's like what I was saying before about the art. It's like Gorilla isn't gonna interpret some art piece they're not gonna even come close to understanding the complexity behind it.
What about my boy Harambe?
Now that boy felt.
That
boy was like, oh damn.
He's up in heaven producing bangers right now.
He's with fucking murder beats right
Tupac and fucking Biggie. They're all up there.
Harambe is Tupac's fucking producer in heaven.
Oh my god.
Making like SoundCloud raps.
Look,
2 gorillas.
Borderline
okay.
racist.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go with that one on too. No,
that's not racist.
No, yeah.
I'll let that one slide. Harambe's chill, dude. Harambe was dancing when he died with that little boy.
Yeah.
With that little boy. Protecting his life.
Do they not have tranks on the scene, dude?
They did. I'm sure they did.
They did.
Why did
They could.
It's a zoo.
Dude, you wouldn't trank a gorilla with a human baby skull in its hand.
Oh,
Also,
was he
what if they,
holding
like-
him?
Yes, he had it. Like literally, he was throwing the baby around.
Oh my.
Do you not
oh
know
wow.
what happened?
Have you not seen the video, dude?
Yeah,
there's a
there's a-
giant, like 400-pound gorilla dragging this sized baby.
I didn't watch the. I didn't watch the. I didn't see the full
He
thing.
wasn't a baby. He was like a
pretty
toddler.
small. He was
He
very
is a
small.
toddler.
Dude,
He was
also,
a toddler.
He could
and
not
also,
get up as soon as the gorilla pulled him
Also,
down.
I heard that.
And it was
Like the gorilla's intent was actually to like
Oh, yeah,
drag
to
him
pro- yeah,
away from
to
the
protect
other
him,
gorillas.
yeah.
So it wasn't actually bad, but like
But it's
obviously
a
they
gorilla.
can't tell how sensitive a toddler
Yeah.
is, so
Right.
they're probably
And
gonna
also,
get
like,
pretty
it's
scraped up.
Yeah, it's a gorilla. Like you don't know if like maybe even like a camera flash could make it be
like accidentally crush
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
or
especially like a
just
tranquilizer.
accidentally like, throw it across the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
enclosure.
Yeah, it could get tranked and just be like, eh.
Yeah.
And then get like really mad and fuck the kid up.
Yeah, you know, the trank could not work. It could miss and shit like that.
We could just miss a bullet as well.
It could like miss like an artery or some shit. Like somewhere you're supposed to hit that would have like definitely, I don't know, just like a lucky like in the ass.
The lucky
Probably
in the
wouldn't have
ass.
been- yeah, probably wouldn't have worked too well. Then the baby would have died. But the kid didn't die. I
Yeah.
personally, unpopular opinion, I think they did the right thing. They did what they were supposed
Oh, yeah.
to do.
It's a toddler.
Yeah,
We're talking about the Harambe story. This happened like.
Yeah, this is a
We cover relevant
I
topics.
mean, let's be honest.
I
Like
have
the
another
kid
question.
lived,
Okay.
and we got a good meme.
So that
Oh.
one seems like kind of over with. So I just wanted to ask, like, you know how some people are against animal testing, like testing
Yeah.
certain things on animals because like animals have feelings or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Or whatever.
okay, if scientists like researchers didn't test certain things that we use like on animals first, what would they test on? If they test on people, wouldn't that be like detrimental to those people too? Like people
Yeah.
matter too. So
Yeah.
so,
Well, I
like,
think.
No,
So,
I
like,
mean,
do
animal
people-
testing.
Humans can give consent and be paid.
Animal testing isn't. I don't think animal testing is immoral.
yeah,
Kid-
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like humans are more important than animals.
You
so-
can cook a rat. Are you gonna tell
Yeah.
me that cooking a rat and then like stabbing it with a needle is immoral?
Wait, cooking
Well,
a rat alive?
Why?
No, like creating one from nothing,
Oh.
basically. Like taking a sperm cell and a rat egg and just
Yeah,
I mean,
you can-
creating 18,000 rats.
I don't know, dude. But what if?
Like,
what if you
if
were
it's
a
on
rat?
rats, I feel like it's
Dude,
whatever.
on a rat,
It's
it's
different.
I mean-
They're not
Dude,
endangered.
No,
or anything.
okay, guys, just think about
That's
this. Just
true.
think about this story for a goddamn second. they did an experiment where rats were given water with cocaine in it and clean water.
Yeah,
the rats
I know.
literally died because they kept on going to the cocaine water and they overdosed on cocaine. Literally, they don't know how to exist. Like, they don't know how to regulate their own bodies. It's fine.
Well,
like, they can die, we don't have to.
Here's what I'm saying, right? I think this is a very agreeable opinion. Just don't test dumb shit on them. Like hair product that hair
Don't be
product.
like-
What I'm saying is like hair products that fuck up like rabbits. Like just don't put like dangerous chemicals in your hair products.
But I
like
think that's okay. Like, because, dude, would you rather mass ship a shampoo bottle with some carcinogen in it and be like, shit?
I just mean like
you know that hurt
I just mean like why like okay. I clearly don't fully
I
understand the
guess fair enough.
situation
Like, better
here.
like the rat
Like,
stuff is nice.
I can no.
better than-
Well, no, yeah, no.
Dude,
You
we're
can
not-
just
we're
make
not-
more rats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're not
They have
testing,
short
we're not
lifespans.
testing this shit on elephants, like giant Asian elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If,
I mean,
as long as it's not like an endangered animal and it has like somewhat.
Yeah, we're not cutting open snow leopards
Here-
to
here- but
see where
here-
their brains
Here,
are.
here's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't fully understand the situation, but I don't understand. Yeah, no, but by no means. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, if it can be avoided, we shouldn't just kill things. And what I'm saying is that if
you're not killing them.
well, no. What I'm saying is
You're just
and-
seeing the effects on the body.
well, yes, but if you're using like if you're trying a hair care product and it like fucks up like its skin or something, like I mean you've ruined it for the rest of its life unless it can somehow heal all that. I mean you're still badly
but they
damaged.
only live like 3 years.
But lab rats are killed. They I'm pretty sure they don't even live that long. I think they live. You can genetically change how long.
Oh yeah, some of
most
them.
of them,
they
most
have,
of them live like
yeah.
straight up a month. Like
No,
2
don't
weeks.
don't they like there's like companies that just like farm
Yeah.
rats and they ask like, oh, I want the kind of rats that like live only for like 3 months
Yeah.
because I want to test shit on them. They're
Yeah.
like, okay, and you just buy them.
Dude, we got that shit down. We got rats.
Like
Yeah.
that's how like research happens.
Yeah,
It's
and literally this has
I-
been how it works
and I-
since the beginning of like,
and
science.
And I get that, but I don't understand how hair products work, but like I don't know what you're putting in your hair products that would like harm any creature.
That's the point.
They're
dude.
testing it to see if something's like worth using.
Dude, guys, check this
It's
out.
it's all about testing because
I
at the
guess
end of
I
the
mean
day, one rat is not worth the millions of dollars. That
I
someone can make off of a couple pennies.
I agree. I'm just saying like what I was saying. If it's not necessary, don't do it. Like
Yeah, of course.
I
no
don't
one's advocating
I don't
for
know. I don't.
genocide of rats.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm just saying like. I don't understand like what hair care products could still need to be like
Dude, I think
testing
you're
on.
focusing on the hair care product thing a little bit too much, but also
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if
dude,
we-
we're human beings. We
yeah.
need everything
Because
we
well,
want.
I'm focusing on the hair care stuff because like when it comes to science, like
That
I totally
happens all the
agree.
time.
Like because I mean science testing on rats and stuff can help any and all animals. So that's just like just way too strong a contributor to ignore. I'm just saying for like beauty and cosmetics and like things that are semi-irrelevant or less
get
relevant.
that.
Like
there's like a lot of like controversial like when people like say like, oh, the reason animal testing is bad, they often use stuff that's like for cosmetics that aren't like as important as
Yeah,
health.
but again,
And
would you rather humans experience the pain of the mistakes of?
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
but
you-
why?
you-
What are you putting in your fucking hair
rat
care?
trial? Or
What are you
something?
putting in your hair care products
Dude,
that are like?
They're just
I don't
testing
think
to see if it's
Dude,
good.
Sage, do you know how many chemicals there are?
I know there's a lot. I
There's
mean,
literally an insane.
But, like, I feel-
by now they figured
Yeah.
out which ones work.
Yeah.
No, that's
what
not
Sage
true,
is
dude.
saying.
You
I'm
guys
just-
don't understand. There are literally people, dude. I want to be a chemical engineer. My job is to create those chemicals you guys are talking.
well, I know we're still discovering new chemicals to put in our
Creating.
fucking
It's
hair, dude. Like,
what? Do we care? Of course we
no,
do.
no. I'm saying we're still finding new chemicals to like put into our hair. I just like,
yeah.
Yes,
that's all right.
dude. I don't give a fuck. I will squish a rat with my bare hands if that means my hair's gonna be a little bit more softer for the rest of my life. Dude, I don't care what a lab rat has to think.
Okay, can I
A
just?
lab rat is nothing to me. It is
Yo,
an ant.
this might be the David's angry arc, but this is like the Tom is like.
Dude, I totally
Dude,
agree
you
with
guys,
that.
you
though.
guys are being fucking
No, it's
too
no,
human.
no.
You're saying like
I understand. I'm just saying the Tom is being controversial arc right now. I'm not saying bad.
This is not
I-
controversial.
No,
You-
no,
I
that's
s-
not controversial
I definitely
because I
agree.
totally agree
saying
with
saying
that.
squishing a rat's fucking head is pretty intense.
Okay,
is all,
obviously
like.
you're
Dude,
not
your
gonna
hair would be
squish
soft.
a
It's just
rat's head.
hyperbole
Sage, it's
because
a rat.
I don't want
It's
to be
just-
squishing rats. That's why I want them in labs
It's
being
just
tested
going to show,
on.
like, if you stepped on an ant, you wouldn't fucking cry. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with a rat. Like,
A
yeah,
lab rat, yeah.
it's like basically basically the same shit.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like insignificant enough.
It's literally. It's like it's almost less immoral because we produce them. Like we brought them into this world for the pure sake of like torturing them.
Also, we keep them alive. Like we don't want rats to go extinct
Yeah.
either. So
honestly,
if humans
these
want
also-
something to go extinct, they'll make it.
These also aren't rats. These are not like original rats.
Yeah,
these
no.
Are so far.
I know,
from
no,
like,
yeah,
lab
I know.
rats.
I mean,
This
you-
is specifically
white.
lab.
Dude, they are pure white, red eyes.
That's
fucking
albino, yeah.
specifically- No, that's what a lab rat is. They literally there is a specific type of genetic, like a species of rat that is a lab rat. We have genetically engineered a rat that is meant for testing.
Yeah, and I mean,
Are they-
and I'm on
It's
your
not
side
just, like,
on the, for
street
the most
rats.
part. I mean, yeah, no,
It's like
I'm
one
on.
species of only.
I
Are
mean-
they
engineered
more
rats.
rats or
I'm gonna
mice?
go urinate.
Dude, yeah.
Are
Yeah, I
they,
don't
are they
have a
more
problem.
like a rat or more like a mouse?
No,
And
they're
is there a
rats.
difference?
They're
There's a
rats.
difference.
Rats are more
There
intelligent,
are
I believe.
there are some lab mice, but most of them are.
No, yeah, I mean, and
Because rats are-
I do agree with you guys. I'm just saying, like, you know, I was just making the obvious point that, like, there is
1 second and Evan pees again.
there is a limit at which I think it can get excessive. But like, I definitely advocate for like you know,
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there is a point. You know.
yeah.
It's only Sith deal in absolutes, but like, I think that's a pretty. We'd have to get to a pretty crazy point for it to be pushing like into like immorality, like
Yeah.
with testing. I feel like because especially on lab rats.
I don't, David. I don't know.
I'm
Is
not
this loud
speaking-
enough?
I'm not speaking about anything. I'm not saying anything about any other animal,
'Cause,
any
like-
other species except
Just
for lab
rats.
Yeah.
But if you're testing
just
like
lab rats.
if you're testing like monkeys and stuff, it starts to get a little bit more like you have
Yeah.
to be a little bit more careful at that.
Yeah,
point.
you have to be safer, and there are rules. Like
Yeah.
people get so mad, but it's just because people.
It's regulated.
It's just because people are fucking get
Too
upset at
sensitive.
everything. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. No one like all of these fucking kids yelling about PETA and shit, bro. You would not last a day living like
In
a
the
real
wild.
life, living a real human life. You would die instantly. You would see another animal and you'd be like, "Oh my god, it's so scary!" Like you would
You would
see
shit
you would
yourself.
see a hawk eating a mouse and you'd be like, "I'm fucked, guys. It's done. Like I'm over."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a very different existence than.
Also, you
like,
know what's
people are
funny?
living.
It's funny because like I don't know if this was like always a thing and we're just noticing it now, or maybe like it's just our like generation and stuff. But it seems like we have a lot of oversensitization and
Yeah.
also a lot of desensitization to like different things at the same time. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, like you can't kill animals," and then
Yeah.
there's also a lot of people who are like super desensitized
To like
and they'll
like
see
human
they'll
death
see
and
like
all
terrorism
that
on
stuff,
the
yeah.
news and they're like, well, I guess ISIS is like doing another
Yeah.
thing again and you can't do anything. So like I get that. I sometimes feel like that too. Like yeah, like this is really sad, but like every single day like some violence is happening and it's always on the news because that's just how the world
Yeah,
is now.
because that's
I've gone to the point where I
news
can't
is a
even feel
business.
like that sad anymore
Yeah.
because
And
it
I'm
happens
like,
so much.
Honestly, you shouldn't because you're one human being.
It's too
You
much to
are-
worry
You're
about.
not responsible. Your mind literally. There's no way one human being should ever be tasked with thinking about like
Every single human being's life
yeah,
at the
like
same time.
or like even like a city or a country or like a family. Like I mean, like you should take care of your own family, and that's basically it. That's
Can you
your
only
life.
really have
That's-
like 100 relationships in your life? Like,
Yeah, people
like
say-
friends,
yeah.
families.
People say
like
that. People
coworkers
say
and
that
things.
like
I think
you
yeah,
max out at like 250
No, yeah.
people. No,
There's-
that you
no.
know like ever.
Yeah, and
There's-
after
there's
that
something-
point, you can't even like comprehend all of them at the same time.
Well, no,
Or
it's-
anything.
Usually
you have
people
at
have
one
like
point.
10 close friends max.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, yeah. What it is it's like I mean, there's scientific studies done on like the quantity of people you know and the quality of how you know them. Like
Yeah.
it's usually like very low double digits is quality, like
Yeah.
people you know a decent amount, and then like I don't think
People
I mean
you've, like,
it would
heard
be
of.
like 250 people you know at like lukewarm levels,
Yeah,
and then there's like
just like people you see at school
and then like
stuff. Your
maybe
classmates.
maybe like double that, like 500 like name referenceable people, but like you really
Yeah.
know them like surface level.
Well, the
and
brain
then
is
there's
pretty efficient.
and then there's
on
and then
that
there's like
kind of
historical
stuff.
figures,
Yeah,
you
and
can
then
name,
there's names.
which are just
Yeah.
like statistics, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
The brain is
Yeah,
like pretty
I don't know.
efficient when it comes
Like, I
to
don't know
that
how many
kind of
people
stuff,
I'm
so-
like friends with at any given time.
I think
I'm
it's like
I'm on the low. I've always been on the very low.
yeah.
In
I
Australia
mean, I
was
think
my
that's-
highest when I was a kid.
I think that's
I was
normal.
friends with like literally like 3 grades. I was like one of the most popular kids in school. Like I'm dead ass. I used to get chased by like the hottest girls in class.
Third grade girls.
Wow.
Yeah,
real
like
lady
dude,
killer.
no, like straight up, like there are like 4 or 5 models on Facebook that used to chase me around in second grade and shit.
Does that make you sad?
No, I don't care.
Tom's like deep down inside I'm dying.
No, I really
Well,
don't
it's
care.
like when you're a kid, it's not as important.
dude. And all of those girls, I didn't care. They were scary. They were gross.
But
dude.
but it's enough to be able to show off.
Yeah, exactly. I can flex on you guys. I was 2. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, dude, in elementary school, I was unpopular as fuck.
It's what's also kind of funny is I had like a ring of friends, and every single one of them was called Ben. I don't know why, but I had like 4 or 5 friends named Ben,
Sounds like
and
you were in
we
a
were
cult.
all in the same class one year. It's crazy. We had like 8 Bens, and then I was all their friend. Like
I knew like I knew like 3 Johns in my class.
Yeah, there was a lot of Johns.
Yeah.
John.
John's pretty common.
They were like different because one would be Jonathan and one would be John or something.
And then you got a Johnny.
And then
These
Johnny.
were all Ben. Oh, dude, I also had,
Benjamin.
dude, I was
Ben,
also
there you go.
no, but it was all Ben. Like no one was Benjamin. But there was also a
They
bunch
can't
of
pronounce
there was a bunch of Mitchells and Mitchells.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
kinda
like
wild.
four Mitchells. There was like 4 Mitchells, 4 Bens.
Maybe there's an obscure Australian
I'm sure-
celebrity
yeah.
named
Yeah,
Mitchell
maybe.
from 1999.
Benjamin
I'm
Mitchell.
sure it was just some weird like social trend
Yeah.
that I noticed or something. Like Mitchell and Ben were probably like the 2 of the year, like those years most
Dude,
popular.
I knew Mitchell as a kid.
Yeah, Mitchell's a rare name now.
You played
I don't know
Ratchet
anyone
before.
named
I
Mitchell.
haven't met a
Same.
Mitchell.
I used to know so many Mitchells. It'd be crazy if I
I don't
met
know. I've never known a Mitchell.
if I met any of the guys I used to be friends with at school in Australia. None of them would recognize me. I guarantee it. But
That's kind of true.
if I mean it was a long time. It was second grade, dude.
That's a long time. That's
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I've like known you the longest out of
Yeah.
anyone here.
I've known
Really?
yeah out of anyone in America actually. Seyran is
Yeah.
like the oldest friend I
For how
have.
long?
Because you introduced me to Jake, and so you were even before Jake,
Yeah.
and Jake was like Jake and you and Rico were the OGs. We used to walk around.
It was funny because I was friends with Rico like before you,
Yeah.
and we were just friends because we both like
you
probably
played soccer, yeah.
and I just like that's just like fun, you know, as a kid.
Yeah.
But then like when you came, I was like pretty lucky that we happened to have like kind of similar like
We liked Ben 10 and shit.
Wait,
yeah
what
we
grade
had like
was this?
similar interests
Yeah.
and personalities and like
This is third grade.
yeah, and so like I kind of drifted from Rico a little bit, but we still talked to him. But like I would go to like your house more often
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
With Jake and shit.
Yeah, with Jake like all the time, or like we go to Jake's house because he lived really
Yeah,
close.
exactly. He lived like 3 blocks away.
Yeah, but like it was like funny because so I've known you like the longest, but then like I end up moving to McKinley and meeting Sage,
Yeah.
and then I end up introducing my 2 friend groups together in middle school, and
It's so
miraculously everyone just happened to get along. And then,
perfectly.
yeah, exactly. And then now today, like we still all like each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
And also, kind of like as like a side effect, we ended up introducing like other people, like
Yeah.
David and
Yeah.
Evan.
Yeah, like Evan came in
Max.
6th grade.
Max
But
is
we
eighth.
but we didn't. I didn't.
Uh-huh.
I only saw Evan once in person before freshman year of high school.
Was it Orson's birthday?
It was Austin's birthday party, and I literally was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And you sounded like an alien.
I was there when we first met him.
I had only seen his
He
Minecraft skin and his
Yeah.
Skype profile picture,
Oh
and
my
I had talked to
God.
him for hundreds of
I
hours.
remember it really clearly because we
Dude,
were
it
at
was
Orson's.
so- Yeah, it was
we were
crazy.
at Orson's old house, and he was like coming
Yeah.
out of the kitchen and the table, and there was like a cake there,
Dude.
and he comes out and he's wearing his black shirt
Yeah.
and shorts, and he's like, "Hey guys,"
And
then,
we're like,
and then me, you, and then like I think Orson was next to us, and me and you were like, "Oh, Evan, hey."
"Oh shit, it's Evan."
That's what you look
And,
like.
and we're probably all awkward as shit because we were like in fucking fifth,
Yeah.
sixth
Like
grade. or something.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember when
Evan
you're
was
in
like pretty
6th
shy
grade
at
and you
first.
just want to kill yourself 24/7?
I actually was really good friends with Orson because
Where did you know him from?
I met Orson in choir originally. I don't
Oh,
think
that's
like I
You
don't
guys
think
were in
like,
choir?
I don't think like anyone knows that, but me and Orson were in choir
It's
together,
kind of wild.
and we met together, and he was with Sam Van Heidegen. You probably know
Yeah.
Sam. Yeah. And so like me and Sam like physically fought over Orson. That's the we like
Yeah.
wrestled downstairs and shit. Like
Oh,
we,
Yeah,
we
you
were
were
like
you
what do you
told me
mean?
and
Yeah.
Sage's
How would-
story.
Over
How
who
do you
could be
fight
Orson's
over a
friend?
friend?
yeah, no, like straight up.
What
I mean, you definitely won.
Yeah, I did win. That's the funny part. He was. I'm pretty sure he was crying when I walked away from him after our fight. Like Orson was standing there, kind of like watching. He was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I just got up and I was like, "Oh, fucking asshole! Like, god damn, what are you doing, dude?"
Yeah, dude, you trash him, Mike.
Yeah.
But I was like bigger. I was way bigger than him, so I destroyed him.
You're a big boy.
Dude, I remember I
You
was
were
like,
younger than everyone, and you were bigger than everyone.
Yeah, I mean, in middle school, I don't think I was nearly as big as I was like, I don't know, sophomore year.
Yeah.
Sophomore
Yeah,
year.
I think if you like were a year older, or like if you like waited a year and
Yeah.
like you were in like the same age level as like everyone else in your grade, it would be like really weird. Like everyone would probably just know you as the kid who's just
Yeah.
bigger than everyone
And Australian.
and
Yeah.
Australian.
That one kid from middle school, I forgot his name.
Also, I still remember people in third grade being like, "Say hamburger."
Oh my god, dude! You're the only one that understands the struggle like me.
It was
Because
sad.
you were right there
I
with
would,
me.
I would just walk around you at lunch.
and
sorry, not
everyone
walk
was
around, walk
like,
around
"Say
with you.
hamburger!" Oh
Yeah,
my
we would walk
God.
around together and like
Oh
around the
my
park
God.
and like all that kind of stuff. And then people just kept coming up to you, and then I would just have to watch it, and I would be
It'd
like,
be like we'd say like 4 sentences. They'd be like, "Oh, you're Australian," and then it would be "Say hamburger," and it's like,
"Oh yeah," and no.
That's the only word
funny
third
thing
graders
was,
know.
the funny thing was, nobody ever made the connection that like
the you're Turkish.
that I'm Turkish, so like turkey is like a meat,
Yeah.
and then you say hamburger, and then nobody ever like. I always thought like it would have been so funny if they just called us hamburger in Turkey or something, but nobody ever like
Yeah.
thought of that. So
Yeah, I
Maybe
remember.
a good thing.
I remember. I chose Ludwig, as my guide.
Oh yeah.
First, he was the first person because they walked me into the class, and there was just like these like 30 kids just like staring at me, and they were like, "Hi," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
Did you
And-
go like mid-year too?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the middle of the year.
It was.
And so I just picked this random like skinny ass like curly head.
Yeah.
like,
it still looks the fucking same.
yeah, he literally
He's
looks
still
like fucking Ludwig, dude. Ends up taking like this girl that is probably the most attractive
Oh,
girl
yeah.
I've ever met in my life.
insane.
Alina
Oh.
Ramanuk. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Wait, I don't know.
dude!
Maybe
And
show
she
me
had a
picture
crush on
later.
me, dude. What,
She was nutty.
I don't know who she
Oh
what
my
she looks like.
Oh my
Maybe
god!
show me a
She
picture.
went to
later.
school with
The funny thing was,
God.
I sat next to him in a history class in middle school, and I didn't know he was like that dumb. Not gonna
He's
lie.
kind of he's he started dating Alina, and he started dating Alina when I sat next to both him and Alina. It was
That's pretty
crazy.
painful.
Yeah, it was it was such a meme. I was like Loki. I was like, but he's got a sex package here. I was like, and I was in 8th
He's
grade.
got his own thing going.
Dude, I remember
I had-
like in like
Dude,
middle
I had
school,
like
I
going
was
on
like,
at that time.
Ooh, he has a 6-pack.
Wait, do you know about?
Like vaguely.
Oh, okay,
Like
Yeah.
I know like I have like the
Yeah,
bits and
yeah.
pieces.
it wasn't mean.
It wasn't.
It wasn't mean.
I talked to her like a
It'd
year
be-
afterwards
it'd
on
be cr-
Skype briefly.
Yeah, it'd be crazy to like message her now.
Yeah. What the
I still
hell?
have her on
Middle
Skype,
school?
but I have some
Yeah.
Skype search
Middle
messages.
school, 8th grade, and be like, "Yeah, remember when you were here for like a
Wait,
semester?"
wasn't she like kind of?
It was a full
She
year.
was kind of ugly.
No, what? I didn't
She was.
Dude, you just like really dissed Tom there.
No. I mean, okay.
No,
she,
I'm just trying to
no,
remember. I
dude.
kind of forget what she looks
Okay,
like.
no.
I know she had like dark hair.
No, okay. In my opinion, she was a fairly attractive woman.
She was alright.
She was pretty attractive, except her breath kind of smelled like shit. And her teeth were a
Oh.
little fucked up.
That one
Oh,
pet
I
I
peeve.
don't
never
remember
listened
that.
to
I mean,
this.
this is middle
You
school.
should just give her
we
some
should-
tried.
we should,
Wait,
like,
is
cut
that
it out.
something that you noticed like throughout relationships, or was that just
Can
that
we
time?
take out her name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, she's gonna
At
be like,
least.
"Hey Tom, I haven't talked to you for so long." You're like, "Yeah, I do this podcast. You should check it out." And she'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's called.
You should totally check out. I mean, never mind.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Yeah, we talk shit about you for a little bit. But
Keeping in line with like the kid stories of like meeting each other. The first time I met one of you was Sage. We were on a soccer team in
Oh,
like
yeah.
4th grade.
AYSO.
That shit was
Didn't
coached
I
by your
know you
dad,
had
right?
Rose-
Yeah.
That's
It
wild.
Wait, didn't I
Yeah.
know you had Roosevelt? Like,
I think we knew of each other.
yeah, we knew like of each other, but we never really like,
Yeah.
hung out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I just remember knowing that there was 2 Davids and they were both like Russian or something. And one
Yeah.
of them was short and one was tall.
I'm not even that. I'm not even that tall.
Well, you were taller than him. He's pretty small.
Yeah.
I felt like I knew David was around, like in
Yeah, no.
elementary and middle school.
Yeah,
stuff.
he existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
I feel
recognized
you
David's
probably
in
had
face.
classes and shit.
You were
together.
in my
Yeah.
sphere.
Yeah, like general.
Sphere.
Because like
Yeah.
you knew like Nick and I knew
Yeah,
Nick and
yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Fuck. I feel bad for you guys having to deal with Alex after I left for like a couple of years.
Alex Kberg.
Yeah.
He became my best friend. That was tragic, dude. He
Oh,
literally,
that's wild.
dude. He literally. It's the
He
craziest
like
thing.
totally replaced me, but he was just like a knockoff
No,
version.
okay, so he did.
Or that's
but-
what Jake told me.
Okay, well, Jake hated him because he was my friend.
So you guys actually got along.
He took me away from Jake, and Jake got really salty, and that's when I started to hate Jake because Jake got really salty about Alex. And
Yeah,
so
I
it came off
totally-
as really petty, and I was like, that's kind of gross, dude.
Yeah, I see that.
But Alex, dude, Alex, when I was going into 6th grade, Alex literally told me like, you aren't cool enough. We can't be friends.
Yeah, I remember that.
Isn't that
Why?
crazy?
I remember you
Dude,
told
he
us
sounds like
that.
a psychopath.
I know, isn't that crazy? And he's such an asshole.
He's still like
he's
that.
still the same kind of person. He has like cut his sides. He has like gross curly like weave, and he listens to like
Ew.
Avicii and shit.
No, I remember.
Rest in
Okay, no,
peace.
Isn't his dad like Swedish though?
Yeah,
right?
his dad's
He-
super Swedish.
So I get that he
his
was
dad's
like a
friends with like
Swedish
Will
artist
Ferrell.
or something like
Yeah.
Avicii. But the thing is, I had a class with him in 11th grade, and this is literally his hairstyle. So eventually, he in middle school, towards the end, he was like, oh,
He started
like
cleaning up a
if
little.
I like certain things, I can be with like the
Yeah.
semi cool kid group. He was never like the most
'Cause he-
popular
he,
kid.
like-
he was in like
yeah.
the one like before that basically.
He hung out with cool kids.
Yeah,
He was
and-
the ugly cool kid.
Yeah, he was like the one
He was
that
the
they were.
loser that
He
they
was
hung
the
out
one
with.
that he would be like the last kid they would invite
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
party, and they're like, "Yeah, let's invite Alex too." Or
He was
something.
like the weirdo.
He was
kind
like borderline there, and then I remember in high school he started to have this weird haircut where
Yeah.
his hairline was kind of receding.
Oh, his
on the
hairline
corners.
was so fucked.
So he
Oh
had
my
like
God.
if you know Dragon Ball Z, there's a character called Vegeta who just has like a point and it just goes out like that.
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
widow's peak. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
what-
a big
that's
ass
Alex,
widow's
dude.
peak. That's
Yeah.
Alex.
Alex.
And to like heighten it,
Are we
he
making, like, too
gelled
much
it like
noise?
super heavily, gelled it all back, and the sides were like super short. So like he looked like super like
Yeah.
trashy European kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
He looked like something was
I,
going wrong. He looked like
recently-
he was in his 30s and
No.
he was trying to hold
The-
on
I
to
was
the
like,
20s.
damn, dude.
Jesus Christ.
the Discord that
Oh.
I'm in, he
Kind of went down.
he joined semi recently, and we
Oh,
all
really?
talked for
Alex
a little.
K-Berg?
Yeah,
What
Alex.
he plays?
Oh wait,
Alex K-Berg.
Alex Berg. Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
oh,
not what we're
no.
talking about.
Alex
K-Berg
Berg
and
is way
Berger are
different.
two different
Oh,
elements.
wow.
Yes.
Alex Berg is way different.
Alex Berg is like super introverted,
Yeah.
and
But
then
he's in a
K-Berg
frat.
is like the opposite.
He's in a frat. Alex Berg's in a frat now.
Yeah, no, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah,
He is.
yeah.
I always remember him being really introverted,
Dude,
but
I was
also
gonna join
kind
a
of
frat.
freaky at times.
Dude, I was gonna join a frat.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could get that. I just feel like,
Not Alex Berg.
I mean, Alex K-Berg for sure.
Alex K-Berg for
Alex
sure. Oh
Berg,
my god.
yeah, Alex
boy.
K-Berg would suck dick to
He
get
would
into.
literally,
a frat.
dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. He is. That's literally who he is. He's
Yes.
the kind type of guy that would
He
suck
would
dick to
bro
get
job you.
initiate. Yeah,
He would
exactly.
bro-
It's so gay.
No, but he wouldn't do it because he liked it. Or
He would
was
do
gay.
it
He
for-
would do it
to
because he would do
borrow
it for
your
the
vape.
clout, dude. Yeah,
He
he
would
would
borrow
do
your
it.
vape.
He would do it for the jewel.
That's a bar right there. Suck a dick for the jewel.
But you know what's funny? So Alex Berg was friends with like a lot of like Asian kids at school, and there was like they had like this clique kind of thing where like it was like always the same group of like Asian kids and like a couple white kids.
Oh, Alex Bergenstown?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
and they
He's, like,
always
the
hung
dude.
out.
Dude, he hung out with Evan's group.
They always hung out
Yeah.
with
Me
each
too.
other, and like nobody thought any of them were like crazy because like half of them were in band and the other
Yeah.
half were just like math
I mean,
geeks.
Band clown
Band is
band was
crazy.
was so insane.
Dude,
they like
all of the band kids do hard drugs.
Yeah.
Dude, they're all
Like the cool
way
kids
harder
do
than
jewels,
anyone.
and then those kids do like cocaine straight up.
Yeah.
they would
What the
literally
hell?
they would
I
go
was
on
so
they would
surprised
they
when
would
I
go
found
on
out.
they would go on like band camp and trips and would
They
just
all got
when
super drunk.
when they
Yeah.
went they would just bring shit and that's
Dude,
when they would
it's
do
'cause they're
shit.
so repressed.
I
and then
remember
they,
Yuli.
They have like the
It's
I
because
remember
they're the
Yuli
kids
and,
that their
like, a
parents
couple
forced
other
them to
kids.
do violin lessons.
Yeah, I remember Yuli and his friends, like 3 other guys, like all like snuck drinks like on some band camp trip.
Yeah.
And then they all like vomited and they
Oh, yeah,
found
I
and they
heard
got
about
caught.
this.
And then they got
Dude,
suspended.
dude.
And then Yuli was like, honestly, dude, it wasn't even that bad getting suspended.
No,
I just like
yeah.
chilled at home. And I was
Dude,
like, wow.
yeah,
you know
no, he
what?
did. Yeah, that happened. Jackson also did the same thing in
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He got wasted in Japan because it's legal to buy drinks. He got wasted in Japan. He broke off.
That
From
was
the,
actually a crazy story.
he broke off into the tour group. Got wasted in Japan in
Yeah.
his apartment in
Who
his
was he
hotel
with?
room with Jack Sills, who was like like my
I
friend at the
remember
time.
him.
Jack Sills that's a
Dude,
crazy
Oh
story.
my god, dude. Poor Jack Sills.
Yeah, he really is fucking tragic. But
He's like dad.
yeah, his dad, and him. He's
and-
schizo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's schizophrenic, and his dad died of like
That's so
heart
early.
cancer
Though.
or some crazy.
That's-
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did
it's
you remember in
intense.
Japanese?
Yeah. It's crazy. He went through his dad's death and like him getting diagnosed with schizophrenia in the same year, freshman year.
And
Yeah.
it was weird, dude, because I like watched
actually-
him like go through it. And I watched him like degenerate.
Yeah, I was like best friends
That's
with him as
really
well. Like
sad to
I
watch.
wasn't best friends. I was really
But
really close to him
I
for a
can
while.
get why it happened so early because
I never
like,
really talked to him. I
because
just kind of
it's-
like watched.
it's like
I was
something
like
kind of-
like we hung out at PE. Like we would hung out
it's
for
like
like
kind of
half the
genetic,
day.
right?
Nice, dude.
It's like kind of genetic, right?
Schizophrenia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very genetic.
And then I think like his dad dying like triggered it early for him. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually stresses like that, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's
and-
so sad though.
Yeah. And so he's it's
He
just
takes
really
like,
sad.
medication, right? Like,
Oh yeah, you
he
have
seems
to.
like very high
Yeah.
functioning.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he obviously
Well,
deals
it
with
like
depression
progresses,
a
right?
lot.
Or no?
No, yeah, it does. It progresses till it gets
Yeah.
like unbearable. It's
Well,
like
that's
dementia.
just kind of like a thing in life. Like as you get older, your brain like
Yeah,
goes.
but
It's
like
just
that's
how
just
long-
horrifying.
Yeah, when you imagine being not even Jesus, he was like
16?
he was 15 or 14. He was like 15 years old, and he's like, yeah, I have schizophrenia.
Damn.
Oh my god.
But he still had
He was
to,
like
go to
15
school
turning
and stuff.
16. Yeah, and his dad died, and he got like a couple of weeks off for his dad dying. But for schizophrenia, no, they didn't give him any time off.
Either, come on, dude.
He was like the first like cool kid I kind of knew, to be honest, because he would, I mean, completely fairly, he would like drink and smoke weed and smoke cigarettes and shit, like,
Oh yeah, he was definitely
because
like.
it's like bro, like,
Yeah.
do what you need to do to handle it, whatever, dude. Like, you'll be fine. Just you can get through it. I'm sure I think he's still alive.
He is.
'Cause-
I've seen him. He goes to SMC.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like I thought, because senior year he seemed to be doing a lot better than freshman year. Freshman year was so rough. I know Evan saw him freshman year because he was in our
Yeah,
Japanese class.
dude. I remember. I think he hung out with Scott. In my middle school, he was like pretty popular, and he hung out with and Jake Strasberg.
Wait, Jack Sills was popular in your middle school?
Yeah, he was insanely popular, dude.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that?
No, I thought he was just some I thought he was like me.
No, he was like pretty dude. And do you know Jake, like Jake Strasberg?
I know
No.
of him.
Jake was very popular in middle school.
Jake, the dude with the swoopy hair.
Yeah,
Oh, what the fuck?
dude. In middle school, he
In
was like,
jams?
yeah, dude. Like a ton of girls like had crushes on him.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
That's
Jake,
wild.
Are you talking about
The
like?
pimply ass dude.
Dude, I swear to God, like in middle school, like he was pretty popular.
That's crazy. That's so wild.
And him and like I think
Sage
Scott
was pretty popular in middle school.
and
It was-
No,
No.
Especially in
Sage was
8th grade.
popular in
I
would-
elementary school.
In
And elementary.
in elementary school, everyone.
It started to
In
fade
eight-
out towards the end of middle school.
But in middle school, he was
Not
like,
trying to
Oh,
diss
yeah,
you. I'm just saying.
no,
like,
no. I
I
mean,
was very
so in elementary school, I was popular because everyone knew me on a first-hand basis and knew who my dad was. In middle school, because my dad had just taught people from the grade
Yeah.
up, a lot of people who were in
They
older
still
grades
recognize
yeah.
you.
recognized me, and they like said things, and that was kind of nice. And then in
yeah,
high school, it's just all gone.
when we were hanging around Sage, we would always hear the kid coming up to him and be like, I remember in middle school, they would be like, I remember I had you, like when we were signing yearbooks and shit, some
Yeah.
kid would be like, oh my god, Sage, I had your dad in McKinley or something.
Yeah.
like, how long has the podcast been going on for?
I don't know, well, you can leave if you need to.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Also, I
40.
feel like it's almost 10,
Oh,
and I'm not trying to like have.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, yeah,
I
no,
can
of
I can
course.
stop it right now if you want. We could say bye to everyone.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
For sure.
Bye, Evan.
bye, Evan.
Peace out, dude.
This is our podcast.
bye.
Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has to be a different.
You guys can totally like, keep recording without me. Dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
All right, bye,
Okay.
Evan.
Oh no, I gotta.